afternoon, and we've got basketball on the agenda. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. We've got Trae Young, and it's Wilkins in at the three, the small forward. Here's Dumars. Thomas outside. The rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Wilkins, good.
An outstanding finisher. Wilkins is at his best when he's attacking aggressively.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for a bit. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, you got to respect the size of Pettit. Not petite, Pettit. When he's deep inside, he's looking to dunk it every time. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Hagan. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Wallace. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Young against Thomas. Pass to Hill. Back to Thomas. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Pettit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Yep, that one's good. Here's Dumars. Goes up at the elbow. That's good on the jumper.
Dumars is a smart, tough, very good offensive player who always plays within himself.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Young. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Thomas. Got a hand on it. Got a piece of it. Here's Dumars. And he goes in for the dunk.
Dumars showing us some surprising hops right there. Finds room to take off and certainly doesn't waste that opportunity.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
That shot wide open. Dumars has got 7.
Dumars fully understands his role in this offense, including what shots to take.
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Wilkins. No good on the 3. Pistons trail by 4. Thomas outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And Detroit another 3.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. Here's Mutombo. Got a piece of it. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Detroit shooting their first foul shot of the game.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Here's Dumars. 7 points in the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
You know, this is what makes Wallace so special to me. I mean, he's a defensive specialist, and he constantly mixes it up at that end.
Thomas passes to Wallace. Hill with it. Pass to Thomas. Releases. And again, no good by Detroit. And Atlanta has possession. Here's Hagan. Here's Mutombo. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. "17 seconds left in the first. Thomas passes to Wallace. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Look at Wallace getting in there, getting busy and dirty, making it happen.
These are his first free throws of the game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. He's perfect from the line this time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Young. The Pistons clear it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Detroit on top, up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then and some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And it's Hill in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pettit passes to Young. Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. Goes up on the baseline. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Boy, Neat gets so much lift on that jump shot. It's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
To the wing on the left. Wallace nails it from 3. Wallace has got 7 points.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Mutombo. Tipped. Thomas passes to Dumars. Over Young. Dumars misses. Hawks trail by 6. The 3. Young can't hit.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Thomas passes to Lanier. Back to Thomas. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. Thomas has gone just 2 of 8 from the field. Here's Wilkins. It's hauled in by Hill. Detroit leading by 6. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's Wallace, guarded closely. Counted. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Good vision that time. Lanier racks those up.
Young with it. The 3. Oh, Young! Deep shot.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
To the inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Lanier's got his first points of the game.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Thomas against Young. Thomas misses. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Hagan. 3-pointer. And Atlanta misses again. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Dumars misses. Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. Wilkins, good. Wilkins has got 6 here in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Thomas. It's deflected.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they generated the highest quality shots.
Thomas passes to Lanier. Mutombo with the rebound. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hagan. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. Wilkins, good.
More points for Wilkins. That's what he does. He's an explosive athlete and just as explosive as a scorer.
Looking to get it going. Atlanta with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And that one's good. Young.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc, Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
The rebound by Atlanta. Mutombo's got 7 rebounds in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Pistons trail by 5. Thomas, left side. Wallace outside. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Here's Hagan. He's got 6. Pass to Mutombo. No good with a layup. And this is 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
First personal foul.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Hawks on top, leading by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pistons trail by 4. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. We've got Trae Young, and it's Wilkins in at the 3 slot. Thomas passes to Wallace. Out to the right wing.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dumars. There's the block. Young on the drive. Thomas with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
No good on the triple.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Here's Wallace. Knocks down the triple. Wallace has got 15.
Boy, Dumars does such a really good job sharing the rock. A willing passer.
Young, the pass to Mutombo. And And he dunks it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Thomas, that's good.
Boy, Isaiah Thomas, such a creative ball handler. Rush hour handles and a fantastic feel for how to break defenses down.
Inside, it's Trae Young.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pistons trail by 5. Thomas passes to Lanier. Off the left rim and out.
Mr. Bunny. Those are the shots you've got to convert.
Over to the left wing. Here's Wilkins. Boom! He jams it straight down.
One of the great strengths of his game, Wilkins so strong in the air, flushing it down.
Hill for 3. Drills it from deep.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Pass to Pettit. Launches a 3. That one is off. Pettit's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Wallace left side. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Thomas, that's good. The Hawks leading. Here's Young. Pass to Mutombo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
And the shot goes in. Thomas has got 6 in the quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Here's Young. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Knocked away. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Mutombo, the pass to Pettit. The shot comes out. Good D by Wallace. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Thomas. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas, cash money. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Pettit. And the layup is good. Now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Here's Dumars. Oh, the turnaround jumper, count it. Dumars has got 11 points. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Pettit. He hangs. And that's 2 points on the layup. And Atlanta leads by 6.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup. Thomas has got 10 points in just the second half.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Thomas is not afraid of attacking inside. Really good work there.
Here's Hagan. Oh, misses the dunk.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Atlanta leading by 4.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. Oh, the human highlight reel. Add another one to his package.
Thomas. Outside, Hill fires the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Atlanta leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Wallace in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Atlanta leading by 10. Young, the pass to Mutombo. Here's Hagan. Pass to Wilkins. Over to the wing. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Wallace outside. He buries it from 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Pistons trail by 8. Here's Thomas for 3. Wallace, the pass to Lanier. Deflected! First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Here's Pettit. Got a hand on it. And now the Pistons in transition. They get it back. And Lanier gets it to go.
Yeah, Bob Lanier is so active on the glass. Got to love that. I mean, he's got a long body, knows how to use it well to get those second chance opportunities.
Here's Mutombo. Pass to Wilkins. Atlanta again missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Lanier, the pass to Hill. Mutombo with a rebound. Mutombo has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Young takes the hit and scores it anyway.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Wallace, right side. Pass to Lanier. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That's just elementary routine for Lanier, getting whatever position he wants inside and just going to work.
Here's Young. Here's Mutombo. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Lanier. Shot blocked. And they get it back. And here's Thomas from the arc. And another shot. Here's Wallace. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. Hagan's shot is good. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Just 3 to shoot. Pass to Hill. Here's Wilkins. Check by Hill. He got a piece of it. Here's Thomas for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Here's Wilkins. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
To the middle. Here's Hagan, down low. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Wallace. Buries it from 3. 43 seconds left in the game. Mutombo. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
To the wing, right side. Here's Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Young. Mutombo is out there with Dominique Wilkins. And it's Hagan in at the two-guard spot.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo, a guy who always seems to make the right play. Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Young after the basket by Detroit. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here's Pettit. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he is consistent on that mid-range jumper. Pettit's a well-rounded player. He can get his points from anywhere on the floor.
Lanier, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Pettit. Wilkins the screen from about 16. The kick out to Young. No good with the triple. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 3-point game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Mutombo passes to Young. Back to Mutombo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Thomas passes to Lanier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Mutombo, and it's to Kembe with the jam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Detroit's head coach. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Hagan passes to Young. Mutombo dishes to Young. Mutombo sets a screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about Mutombo there with the completion of that alley-oop? He has terrific chemistry with his teammates.
Fires from the wing. Lanier, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Young with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. Puts up a 3. Young, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Young's such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And so Young nails them both. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Thomas. Pettit grabs the board. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hagan. Here's Pettit. Wallace covering. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock at 6. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 8.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Pettit. He's got 8.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Wallace. Lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
The shot by Wilkins, no good. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Dumars. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
There's the pick. Young with no one around. Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Dumars is out there with Thomas. That's Hill. Then there's Wallace. And it's Lanier in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
2 points. That one goes. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Hagan. Rebounded by the Pistons. Hill left side. Thomas kicks to Wallace. The three-pointer, no good. Atlanta leading by 5. Rob. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside for Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Thomas. 10 points for him.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Pass to Bennett for the 3. To the wing right side. The Hawks again can't hit. Lanier, the pass to Wallace. Now, here's Thomas. Here's Dumars. Here's Lanier. Back to Dumars. Lanier. It's good on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Wilkins kicks to Young. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Young's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Hagan. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Hagan's got his first 3 points of the game.
The transition 3. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hagan can hit. With the drive. Dumars misses. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Young outside. Here's Hagan, covered by Dumars. A nice shot by Hagan. Hagan's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Atlanta.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Dumars kicks to Thomas. Pass to Lanier. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Wallace. On the 3 off target. Atlanta leading by 4. Wilkins the pass to Mutombo. And it's sent back by Hill. Here's Lanier. Defended by Young. Wallace outside. Over Mutombo. Wallace misses. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mutombo's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
Hill finds Wallace. That 3 off the mark. Thomas against Young. Jacks up a 3. It's Young on the wing. It's Young on the wing. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Stops. Pops. Rebound, Detroit. And here's the fast break. Here's Wallace. They grab their own miss. Can they get it? A 3-pointer is right on target. Wallace has got 8 points in the quarter.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Young taking his time here. And it's denied.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Here's Pettit. Here's Mutombo. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks on top, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot drums. They're thinking about it, thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Ben Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Mutombo. Wilkins is out there with Trae Young. And it's Hagan in at the 2. The kick out to Young. Here's Pettit. The basket good off the assist from Young. Pettit's got 10.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Wilkins. Takes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Got that one up quick. Hill's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Hagan. Young against Thomas. It's hauled in by Lanier.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get him.
And Dumars gets it to go.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
Wilkins outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And it's Pettit missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
He lobs it up.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Dumars. Rebounded by the Hawks. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. A nice shot by Hagan. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And Hill throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Hagan. And again, it's Atlanta.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Wallace right side. Over Pettit. Wallace misses. The Hawks leading by 6. It's Wilkins on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Takes it inside, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Joe Dumars. The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. On the free throw, no good.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
And Young kicks to Wilkins. Shoots over Dumars. Grant Hill grabs the miss. Pistons trail by 10. And Joe Dumars the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Dumars got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:21 left to play here in the 3rd. A nice shot by Hagan. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Pass to Pettit. Back to Young. There's 47 seconds left in the 3rd. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 13.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
And it's Wallace penetrating. Here's Lanier. Outside Thomas. And the powerful one-handed slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hill, no good. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 16-6 run. Hagan passes to Young. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Wilkins has got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Lanier. No good off the front iron. No good there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks lead by 14. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Wallace is out there with Hill. Then there's Dumars. Then there's Thomas. And it's Lanier in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 14. Here's Pettit. The shot by Young. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. No good on the triple. Hill against Wilkins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Both free throws good from Hill. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Hagan. Young outside. For three, Wilkins. Rebound by the Pistons. Wallace has got 7 rebounds in the game. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Here's Lanier. Outside Hill. Here's Wallace. Wilkins pulls it in. Wilkins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pettit, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Thomas dishes to Dumars. And Dumars throws it down.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
The Hawks leading by 12. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Young. Here's Mutombo. The kick out to Wilkins. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Detroit with the rebound. Hill deciding where to go with it. To the paint, looking to get it going. Thomas gets the bucket.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. For the 3, another 3 for Atlanta.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Out to Wallace, over Young. Tumbo grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Here's Hagan. The basket good off the assist from Young.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Pettit. Over to the left wing. And Young kicks to Wilkins. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now here is Hill. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 35 seconds left in the game. Young outside. From past the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Dumars. Tumbo grabs the board. Young against Thomas. Here's Hagan. And the three off target. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game.
Everybody's got their coast, but don't look away. Gotta stare them down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me. Everybody's got their goals, but don't look away. Gotta stare them down to let them go. I will be the ground beneath your feet, pull you out from underneath. Hold on to me.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Utah Jazz. And the Cleveland starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving, and it's Price in at the point guard position. Here's Stockton. No good with the triple.
Jazz foul. Mark Eaton. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now, here is James. He's guarded closely. Here's Doherty. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Excellent decision from James. He's all for whipping passes to uncover teammates.
Shakes him. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Irving. The shot's good.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Stockton. The teardrop. The rebound by Doherty.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
James can't get it to go.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Hayward, the pass to Malone. Back to Hayward. Drives to the hoop. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
Oh, okay, Hayward. Rising up and getting creative, adding some insult to the injury.
Here's Irving. Deflected. And they're able to recover. It's good. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Stockton. To the right side. Here's Hayward. The Cavaliers pull it in. On the wing, Irving. Checked by Mitchell. Irving, that's good.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Here's Stockton. And he converts the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here is James. Blocked. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And down it goes. 2 points.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Price, the pass to Doherty. Here's the three. Rebounded by Stockton. Utah trailing here. Pass to Hayward. Here's Stockton. Left side, Irving. He drops it from range. Irving's got 7.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Mitchell, the pass to Stockton. 4-3. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Irving for 3. The shot misses. Here's Eaton. Still no points. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Mitchell. Pass to Eaton, to the middle.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Hayward, the pass to Stockton. Out to Hayward. James with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Jazz trail by 4. Hayward, good.
I mean, scoring on all 3 levels. Gordon Hayward is such a difficult assignment.
Irving looking around. Nice move. Here's Ilgauskas. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Hayward. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
A sometimes deceptive player, Gordon has an impressive feel for how to get the defense to overcommit.
Both free throws good from Hayward. And Cleveland has possession. 3-point lead. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Price, the pass to Irving. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's Malone. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Malone's got his second basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's Stockton. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Stockton's got 7 points in the game. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Utah ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And the defensive game plan is obvious. They want to keep taking the ball away and creating chaos for the other team.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. We've got LeBron James, and it's Irving in at the 2 guard. It's blocked. Here's Malone, and they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Stockton, pass to Eden. The rebound by Doherty. Doherty's got 6 rebounds here tonight. James passes to Ilgauskas. Here's Doherty, 5 points in the game. Here's Price. It's James on the wing, 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hayward. Shot's good by James. He's got 5.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
Here's Stockton. The bank shot, no good. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And it's Utah with the ball. Here's Stockton to the left wing. Tries it from the top of the key, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got 4 rebounds now. Irving for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And just like that, Irving's got his next bucket. His instincts are so strong. The moment he's got the look, he just pulls up.
Pass to Malone. To the paint. To the left side wing. Here's Stockton. 7 points in the game. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Price. The rebound by Malone.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Here's Irving. Utah grabs the miss. Malone's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Eden. It's tipped. Irving with it. He's got 10. Here's Doherty. Fires for 3. Cleveland again missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Mitchell, the pass to Hayward. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 9 points in the game.
A versatile offensive player. Hayward is very dangerous firing off the catch like this. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Stockton, following the score by Cleveland. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already from the strike. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Stockton's got 9.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Shot's good by Stockton.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Price. Pass to Doherty. James with the ball. Shoots over Hayward. Ilgauskas. Here's Doherty. Lets a 3 fly. The rebound by Malone.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this game. Mitchell, the pass to Hayward, lets it fly. Offensive rebound, controls the rebound and the putback. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Out left to the wing. Here's Doherty. Counted from distance.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Mitchell against Irving. Mitchell, the pass to Malone. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Price. And that's not gonna go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, they lead by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Utah with the ball. It's a 1-point game. We've got Mitchell, and it's Stockton in at the point. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Eaton. A shot from the high post. Stockton's shot is off. Outside Irving. To the inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw in this game. Here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. Here's Stockton. Here's Eaton. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Stockton. He's got 11.
First team foul.
Stockton, pass to Mitchell. Over Irving. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
Irving powers it home.
Well, look, you need a bucket, Go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Stockton's shot is off. Stockton's gone 5 for 13 tonight from the floor. Here's James. Rejected by Mitchell.
Excellent defense from Mitchell. His coaches and teammates appreciate his hard work.
Pass to Hayward. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Stockton. It's Hayward on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. The 3 is up. Stockton's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Price, the pass to Ilgauskas. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Price. No points yet. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Hayward to pass to Stockton. Outside Mitchell. Hayward, right side. No good again that time. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Irving with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. James against Hayward. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Here's Doherty. Give him 8. And that one, good. Doherty's got 10 points in the game.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Malone. Back to Mitchell. Here's Malone. 6 to shoot. It's stolen. James outside. Doherty. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Right side, Irving. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, so crafty at drawing fouls. Kyrie really enjoys going at the defense and daring them to get aggressive.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Hayward's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 8. From downtown, Utah grabs the miss. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Cavaliers on D. Hayward, the pass to Eaton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, when Hayward has the ball, he watches all the angles. That's how he finds wide open guys to feed.
It's good on the putback. And Cleveland leads by 8.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Here's Stockton. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Price. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got LeBron James, and it's Doherty in at the power forward position. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Here's Irving. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
Here's Mitchell. Chalk up 2 there. Here's Price. Outside Irving. Over Mitchell. And it's Irving missing. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Stockton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions. And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And in terms of raw talent, Kyrie Irving is a step up from a lot of other guys. He just has an innate ability to create things out on the floor and make tricky shots.
Jazz trail by 11. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Utah with another miss. And here comes Cleveland. The crossover, and Irving powers it home.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Stockton. An easy 2 on the layup. Stockton's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Irving, the pass to Doherty. Here's Price. Inside. Here's Stockton. Pass to Eden. On the wing, Mitchell. It's stolen by James. Here's Doherty. Outside Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Hayward. Pass to Stockton. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's perfect from the line this time. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And James has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Price. Let's go with a 3. Here's Ilgauskas. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Right side, Mitchell. The rebound by Doherty. Doherty's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's James. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Here's Mitchell driving in, tipped. Outside Irving. James passes to Doherty. 1:05 left in the final quarter. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Stockton, the pass to Hayward. Here's Stockton. Here's Malone. Utah with another miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's James. Can't hit from in close. Picked it out of midair. Here's Ilgauskas, guarded by Hayward.
John Stockton. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
15 seconds left to play in the 4th. Here's Price. Utah grabs the miss. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distraction.
We see the sunrise in front of us as our life unfolds and stories told. We stand alone. Shadows awake the innocent, counting down, we're counting down to the We see the sunrise in front of us.
going to be the Jazz off the tip. Look at Cleveland's starting group. They've got Ilgauskas on the floor. Kyrie Irving is out there with Price. And it's LeBron James. And it's Doherty in at the 4.
Not much chance of Stockton missing that opening. He has such great instincts for creating for his teammates.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Stockton from outside. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Price. To the right side. And here's Doherty. Eaton grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
There are very few guys who can match the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell. How quickly does he get off his feet?
Price kicks to Doherty. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Malone. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The drive by James, and the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the power of the driving ability of LeBron James is something that must strike fear into the defense.
Knocked away. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Stockton with no one around him. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. To the inside. And Hayward with the block.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
And now Utah, fast break. And it's Price with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Irving. Hayward grabs the board. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And stolen by Doherty. Now Cleveland moving it up. And finished off by Doherty.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's Hayward. No good with the layup. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving passes to Doherty. Basket, good. Doherty's got 6 points.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
And Utah turns it over again. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 4. And again, Brad Doherty. He's got 8.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And the shot is good.
Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame. That 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's LeBron.
Well, I think this is the kind of defense that you need from your leader. Gordon Hayward, excellent at staying in front of his man.
Here's Stockton. The rebound by Ilgauskas. Cleveland leading by 5. Irving passes to Price. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Stockton draws the double to the middle and stolen by Irving. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Malone with the block. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Malone. On defense, Utah. They trail by 7. For 3, Mitchell. Good D by Irving. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 16-7 run. Price dishes to Irving. Eaton grabs the miss. And here are the Jazz now. Mitchell wide open. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Stockton passes to Mitchell. Irving with the steal. And here's Doherty for 3. Good on the triple. Doherty's got 11.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Mitchell is out there with Stockton. And there's Malone. And it's Hayward. And it's Eaton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Hayward finds Mitchell. Offline with his 3. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's LeBron. Goes back up. Strong inside. What a move by James.
This is where LeBron James is so dangerous. Physically hard to handle on the interior. Turn the lights out. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Jordy, no luck. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out to Hayward. Back to Malone. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Malone's got his first basket of the night.
And Malone, he is huge at that forward position. Just a muscular phenomenon who just wrecks the opposition in the paint.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Poked loose and stolen by Ilgauskas. Here's LeBron. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And stolen by Irving. Up the floor, here's Doherty. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This is why you run your offense through LeBron. Great vision, great decision maker.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw this game. 3-pointer, Stockton. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Doherty's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point Cleveland lead.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
LeBron outside. Snatched away. 3-pointer, Stockton. Another miss by Utah.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Ilgauskas. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Eaton, covered by LeBron. Eaton the pass to Malone. They get a hand on it, and stolen by LeBron. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Irving. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ilgauskas has got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Doherty for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got his 5th assist in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Irving passes to Ilgauskas. Here's Price. And it's Utah with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Price kicks to Ilgauskas. Malone with the block. And he recovers it. Back to Price. Right wing. Malone with the steal. Here is Stockton. Pass to Malone. Back to Stockton. Nice ball movement by Utah. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Malone.
And from time to time, Malone can make that. The D is going to have to adjust moving forward.
And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. Got a hand on it. James against Hayward. James driving and finished off by LeBron.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He will not be denied on that drive.
James has gone 5 of 10 from the floor. Stockton dishes to Malone. The three-pointer no good. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving attacking. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Stockton looking around. On the wing, Malone. Bangs home the trifecta. Malone's got a pair of triples in the second now for Utah. The kick out to Irving. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Brad Doherty.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Ilgauskas is out there with Doherty. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Price. And it's James in at the 3. Stockton passes to Malone. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Malone's got 10 points in the game.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
Price against Mitchell. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Price is in the post. He's defended by Stockton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And Stockton, here we go. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Irving with the steal. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
That's tipped. Doherty with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Ilgauskas. Rebound, Utah. Eaton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hayward, who's in, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Driving in. Price finds James. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
The kick out to Irving. And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 9.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mitchell left side. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Hayward. LeBron's shot is good.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Stockton kicks to Hayward. Mitchell in the corner. Back to Hayward. Malone left side. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ilgauskas has got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Mark Price. That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Irving can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 17. Launches it. Another miss by Utah. Ilgauskas dishes to Price. Kicks it out to LeBron. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Don't you just love the craftiness that Gordon Hayward brings to the table? So good at sizing up the defense and finding different ways to score.
For 3, Mitchell. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And Grant Doherty with the slam.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Stockton kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Malone. Shoots over Price. And it's Malone missing. Cleveland leading by 16. Here's Irving. Kicks it out to James. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Kicks it out to Malone. Eaton the pass to Hayward. Malone outside. Back to Hayward. 5 on the clock. Pass to Mitchell. Over Irving. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half. So it's Cleveland sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Donovan Mitchell, Hayward out there with Malone. Then it's Stockton, and it's Eaton in at the 5 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Ilgauskas with it. Now defended by Hayward. Chalk up 2 there. And the Cavaliers lead by 18. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
He was all alone on that one.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving
trains it from beyond the arc.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Off target from 3-point range. Cleveland leading by 18. Stolen by Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Doherty. Hayward with some nice D. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And that one's good, Irving.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Malone finds Hayward. Mitchell against Irving. Utah needs to get off a shot here. 3-pointer. Stockton connects from 3-point range. Stockton's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Jazz. Doherty with the screen on Stockton. Doherty outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jazz trail by 20. Stockton from outside. Here's Eaton. Out to Hayward. 3-pointer from Stockton. Offensive rebound. Outside, Malone. Drains the 3-pointer.
Well, you can see how dialed in Gordon Hayward can be. When he's on his game, the vision is exceptional.
Here's Doherty. Utah with the rebound. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Bucket is good. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's LeBron. And again, it's Cleveland.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Hayward finds Malone. Fires the 3. And Gordon Hayward with the 3.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Ilgauskas, the pass to LeBron. Got a piece of it.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Malone right side. The 17-footer goes down.
And with Gordon Hayward, that well-rounded game, you will get a little bit of everything. Pretty pass there.
And it's Ilgauskas missing. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Utah Jam. It's a 16-point game. Here is Hayward. Lets it go with a three.
Capable of guarding any position. LeBron is also skilled at just contesting shots.
Irving dishes to Ilgauskas. Goes up the baseline. Eaton grabs the miss. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Hayward. Rebounded by Doherty. And here are the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. He had a nice open look right there.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. It's the Denver Nuggets facing the Dallas Mavericks. A look at the starting group here for Denver. They've got Thompson. Nikola Jokic is out there with Anthony. And it's English in at the 3, the small forward.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Oh, that's offensive interference. Here's Lever. And he throws it down with one hand.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Doncic passes to Aguirre. Back to Doncic. And he gets it to go.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Lever. Out to Thompson. Anthony outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Anthony's got 5 now.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Doncic. Rebounded by Denver. Thompson scanning the floor. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. And Doncic with the jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Doncic outside. Lets it fly. No good, off the front rim. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Blackman. Finished off the break.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
The Nuggets on offense. They lead by 4. Uncovered. The open shot. Jokic. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Donaldson passes to Doncic. There's the triple. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Nowitzki. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Now here's Thompson. Anthony outside. Jokic the screen. Anthony, the pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anthony. The Nuggets need to get one up. And here we go again. The Mavericks on the break. And Aguirre gets it to go.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Stolen by Thompson. Jokic with it. Now Doncic defending. Got it.
And the concentration from Jokic, spectacular, just shrugging off that contact.
And Doncic, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Anthony. He's He's got 5. Here's Jokic. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Aguirre passes to Nowitzki to the middle. Aguirre can't hit.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The Mavericks trailing. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anthony. First trip to the... And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
the officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Anthony, and Anthony slams it in.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition. Melo takes full advantage.
Oh, Jokic with a block. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson in the post. And he lays it up and in.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Out to the wing. Here's Nowitzki. Takes the 3. And he can't get that one. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
On the court for Denver, Nikola Jokic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Thompson, and it's Lever in at the 1. Right wing. Jokic passes to Lever. It's deflected. Second shot opportunity. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here. That's good from Doncic.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Mavericks trail by 4. Right at the free throw line. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Doncic has got 9 points.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Here's Lever, drains it. Now he's 3 for 5. Lever's gone 3 of 5 from the field. Nowitzki, pass to Aguirre. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Nowitzki on the mark with the 15-footer. He's got 5.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there at his size with that kind of touch. That is money.
Now here's Thompson. And the dunk by Jokic.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
To the wing on the left. And it's Nowitzki missing. The Nuggets lead by 4. Here's Anthony. Here's English. Offline with a 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Doncic. Anthony grabs the board. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Denver. Down low. Jokic passes to English. The rebound by Nowitzki.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Doncic. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. English passes to Lieber. Anthony outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's English. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Takes it inside, puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. Aguirre's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time. It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And here's Doncic outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Jokic passes to English. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Doncic, here we go. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Doncic. Here's Aguirre. The 3 ball. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Lieber. Out to Thompson.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's English. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. And rejected. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Mavericks trail by 4. To the right side. Here's Aguirre. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Lieber. He has 7. Over to the wing. Anthony outside. Pass to English. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Doncic hammers it home.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Here's Lieber. And again, Denver no good. Here's Blackman. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Donaldson in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Blackman.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. Made that shooter a little bit nervous.
Good. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Donaldson. No points so far. Out of bounds, it'll be Nuggets ball. And here are the Nuggets now. Anthony right side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Both shots good from the strike.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
They need this. Blackman passes to Donaldson. Count it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's English. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Aguirre. It's a neck-and-neck game in Dallas. Here's Nowitzki. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Anthony.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And so he makes both from the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Lever. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Nowitzki. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Nowitzki's got 9 points. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And the layup is good off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Nowitzki. Doncic on the wing. 11 points in the game. This one for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lever. It's rebounded by Dallas. Donaldson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Count the basket. 12 points for him. The Nuggets trail. Anthony left side. Out to Thompson. Takes a 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Intercepted. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Anthony with a bucket.
Well, he hunts them down, but it will take Melo just a few shots to catch fire. The defense better be aware of it.
Now here's Doncic. Tightly guarded. Doncic on the wing. To the inside. Thompson outside. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Nowitzki, that one's good.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Jokic passes to English. Goes back up. And Donaldson pulls it down. Donaldson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's English. Shot from the low post is good. English has got his second basket on the night.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
So it's the Mavericks now, trailing by 2. Here's Aguirre. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Lever. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Here's Aguirre. Gets the 3 to fall. Aguirre's got 15.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Lever passes to English. Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. The 3 from Thompson. Sinks it from distance. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Nuggets ahead, leading by 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Nikola Jokic. Anthony is out there with Thompson. And it's English in at the 3 spot.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver in the lead. Inside, Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
About Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
Kicks it to Doncic. Off target from 3-point range. Denver leading by 3. Here's English. Sends it home from 3-point land.
3 points.
And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Blackman. Doncic left side. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thompson passes to Lever. Anthony with it. Pass to Lever. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Nowitzki. And it's the Mavericks ball. 6-point game. And Aguirre gets it to go.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Lever's gotten 2 of 4 to fall from deep. Here's Nowitzki. He's guarded by Anthony. Nowitzki, that one's good.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway, an unnecessary flourish in that case.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Here's Lever. And count it, 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Doncic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Man, scoring off a turnover is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
Defensive foul. Pat Lever.
4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Thompson with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Lever. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Goes up off the inbound. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Lever's got 21. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Aguirre. Pass to Blackman. From deep. Offensive board. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. And here's Denver. Thompson right side. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Lever passes to Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Yeah, guarding Jokic is pretty much a guessing game. He's so unpredictable as a player.
Here's Nowitzki. Good on the leaner. Nowitzki's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How huge is that bucket? When in doubt, get it to the big fella.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Here's Lever. Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. Jokic the screen. Unloads from 13. And Donaldson pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Nowitzki. And there's the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Lever. Anthony outside. Here's Lever. It's rebounded by Dallas. 59 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Aguirre. Doncic outside. Tries the 9-footer. Pass to Nowitzki. Rejected by Jokic.
Not known as a shot blocker, but Jokic smart enough to sniff that one out and impact the field goal attempt.
Out to the right wing. Here's English. And again, it's Denver missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
From deep, here's Doncic. Anthony grabs the board. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
And it's Nowitzki missing. So it's Denver now.
Mavericks foul. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Fires from deep. No luck on that one. And so it's Denver with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got English. Anthony is out there with Jokic. Then it's Lever. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. On defense, Dallas. And here's Anthony from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The drive by Doncic. Pass to Donaldson. And he dunks it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Dallas. Doncic passes to Donaldson. Back to Doncic. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Here's Donaldson. Rebounded by Anthony. Thompson for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Being that Donaldson is 7'2", I mean, he's hard to keep off the glass because he works to get to the glass. Nice persistence capitalizing there.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Thompson outside. Lever from long range. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Wasting no time shooting off the catch. Lever, a very dangerous offensive player.
Doncic passes to Blackman. And Doncic gets it to go.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Lever. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Now, here's English. Anthony with the screen on Aguirre. Count that one.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Blackman's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And here's Denver. Lever has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Lever's got 6.
Really good to see Lever knock it down from there. I think he needs to keep doing that.
Doncic way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Here's Lever. And it's Lever with the dunk.
Taking off. Lever showing off his leaping ability for the fans with that one.
And Donaldson gets it to go. He's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Lever can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Nowitzki. Lever with the steal. Doncic with the steal. Driving to the basket.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Lever drives in. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Second shot opportunity. Jokic with the bucket.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Blackman. Out to Doncic. Here's Donaldson. Jokic defending. And stolen by English. Lever, the pass to Jokic. Back to Lever. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
Lever against Doncic. Down low, Donaldson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Doncic, so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
A shot by Anthony, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Denver in the lead. Here's Thompson, still scoreless. Here's Lever. It's rebounded by Donaldson.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And here is Lever. He's got 9. With 4 seconds on the clock, unable to get that one.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. He got it in. You know, as crazy as that shot was, you almost had a premonition that it was going down.
And so, both teams trading. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Nowitzki is out there with Donaldson. Then there's Aguayo. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Blackman in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Anthony.
Well, you know, the NBA is a league of gigantic dudes. I mean, still, Donaldson's sheer size is virtually unmatched.
And so he hits both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Lever outside. Outside Anthony. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Blackman. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Anthony, second personal foul. Third team foul.
English with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. The Mavericks leading. Doncic looking it over. Over Lever. Nowitzki against Anthony. And the slam by Doncic.
Doncic typically is matched up against guards or wings, yet with his size, they have trouble keeping him off the board.
English outside. On the wing, Thompson. No scoring in this one. The power of Jokic. Wow.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
English finds Lever. From 13, it's rebounded by Donaldson. Donaldson's got 4 rebounds in this game. wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Donaldson. Over Jokic. And it's Dallas with another.
Sweet touch on the jumper from the big fella, James Donaldson. Stretching out his game, literally.
Here's Thompson. And English kicks to Lever. Outside Anthony. Jacks up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Donaldson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nowitzki for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Lever. And another miss by Denver.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dallas leading by 3. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Doncic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Lever, the pass to Jokic. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Dallas with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. That'll put Dirk Nowitzki on the line. That one's on Anthony. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Boy, you gotta love Nowitzki. As unique a player as you'll ever see, a towering 7-footer who is as good as it gets at making all kinds of jump shots.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Doncic passes to Donaldson. Out to Doncic. Goes up again. Not going to go that time. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the talents of Anthony on full display, mercilessly baiting the defender.
And both free throws good for Anthony.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 11. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
With the excellent combination of size and touch, he's a tremendous finisher inside.
The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for Denver. Trailing by 4. Out to Thompson. Pass to Anthony. There's Lever with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Donaldson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Nowitzki. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
Anthony kicks to Thompson. No good from outside. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks ahead, up 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from all leagues. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what James Donaldson has done so far in this one.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Thompson. Then there's English. And it's Lever in at the guard position. Jokic with the steal. Lever with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent vision from Lever that time, thinking ahead on how to set up his teammates.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Here's Doncic. Denver grabs the miss.
Rolando Blackwood. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Anthony, the pass to Jokic. For the lead, it's English with the drive. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. For Denver, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Talk about somebody who's built and wired to score. Alex English can go all night long.
Blackman, the pass to Aguirre. Here's Doncic, defended by Lever. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Denver now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Mavericks trailing. Nowitzki outside. Back to Doncic. It's stolen by Lever. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And stolen by Aguirre. Pass break, Dallas. Luka hustles and gets it to the rim.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Thompson. Good. Great play by English to set it up. And it's a 4-point Denver lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Donaldson.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Anthony on the wing. Doncic against Lever. Shoots over Doncic. The 3 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Donaldson. Donaldson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nowitzki. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Hey, give Jokic credit. He's worked hard on his body and his defensive game.
6 on the shot clock, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by English.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Blackman. Scoreless thus far. Here's Doncic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Denver in the lead. Thompson surveying the floor. It's good. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Now, Doncic. He's got 14. On the wing, Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Ball's knocked loose. From outside, off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Jokic inside. Aguirre covering.
Love the timing that time from James Donaldson on the block.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
They push it up 4 on 3. Doncic against Anthony. To the paint. Here's English. Out to Anthony. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A 3 from Aguirre. And it's Denver with the rebound. Anthony's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Lever with the dunk.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
Here's Doncic. Denver getting their last shot to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lever from long range hits the three-point bomb. And now it's a 9-point Nugget lead.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Aguirre kicks to Nowitzki. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Anthony. Back to Thompson. Anthony with the screen on Aguirre. And so it's Denver in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Donaldson. Aguirre is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Doncic, and it's Blackman in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 6 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 9. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And right on target. Good. Doncic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Dallas. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for Denver. Thompson outside. Pass to Anthony. Back to Thompson. From the corner. Jokic kicks to Thompson. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
Doncic passes to Donaldson. Back to Doncic. Aguirre against English. And Doncic with the triple.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Lever, the pass to Carmelo. It's stolen by Lever. Anthony left side. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards. And that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lever taking his time here. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Denver lead.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And Thompson kicks to Jokic. Lever, the pass to English. Off target with his 3. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Lever, and then Lever with the dunk.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The 3 for Doncic. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Blackman. He's covered by Thompson. Doncic, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lever drives in. That shot missing.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And Thompson kicks to English. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he gets it to go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
To the middle, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Nowitzki, that's for two. Dallas again missing.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Thompson with the rebound. And here's Denver. They're on a 16-5 run. A three from Maguire. Sinks the triple. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Pulls up on the wing. Maguire grabs the miss. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win.
Now here we stand and hover on the edge. We're just a drop in time. I feel like I gave you every breath I had. Even forgave your crimes. I open my
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Now Denver's starting 5. Nikola Jokic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Thompson, and it's English in at the 3. Thompson's shot is off.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And working on becoming more dangerous from deep. Doncic doesn't lack confidence pulling up from way downtown. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Blackman passes to Doncic. No good from outside. And so Anthony will bring it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Anthony with a bucket.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Oh, swiped away. Here's Nowitzki. Tries to keep it alive. And a miss there on the triple. Here's English. The rebound by Nowitzki.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it. Man, that's something that Doncic wants to keep improving. Good to see him firing away from distance.
For 3, Anthony. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And Dallas with possession. Doncic with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. And Doncic with the jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Lever to halt the run, and that one is hammered home.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Nowitzki, covered by Jokic. Here's Blackman. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Lever. He's got 6. The rebound by Nowitzki.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Aguirre. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Mavericks leading. Got a hand on it. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Thompson finds Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Denver missing. Thompson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Nowitzki. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Doncic passes to Blackman. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Uses the glass on the layup.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Drains the triple. Anthony's got 5 now.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Doncic passes to Aguirre. Here's Donaldson. Pass to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Here's Lever into the lane. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Anthony is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then it's Thompson, and it's English in at the 3 slot. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Nowitzki. Rebound by Lever. Nowitzki's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Thompson. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Nowitzki. He's guarded by Anthony. Nowitzki, that one's good. Nowitzki's gotten his second bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Jokic. Anthony with it. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anthony. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Out to Thompson. Plenty of space. To the middle. Lever passes to Anthony. Here's English. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Nowitzki, the pass to Donaldson. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here's Nowitzki. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets trail. Jokic passes to Lever. Back to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Doncic passes to Aguirre. Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Aguirre. Now here's Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Connects from downtown. Blackman's got 7.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Doncic with the jam.
And going right through the contact, Luka has tremendous strength, especially for a guy who handles the ball so much.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Lever passes to Anthony. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Denver shooting their first free throw of the night. The free throw drops for Anthony. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Over to the left wing. Here's Blackman. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Lever. Thompson with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's English. Thompson outside. Pass to English. On the wing, Anthony. There's the 3. And Donaldson pulls it down. Donaldson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. The Mavericks leading. Doncic left side. Knocks down the step back J. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
Count that one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the left side wing. Here's Nowitzki. Hits the trifecta. Nowitzki's got 10.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Lever. The rebound by Nowitzki. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
14 foul.
41 seconds left in the half. Here's Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Here's English. And it's off from 3-point range. The Mavericks lead by 7. From deep 3-point land. And it's Doncic missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Stolen by Thompson. Lever passes to English. 3-pointer, no good. Doncic outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Dallas on top. They lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Donaldson in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's English, yet to see a basket. Pass to Anthony. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now. Blackman. Yep, that one goes. Blackman's got 9.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. Here's Anthony, and Anthony slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Doncic passes to Donaldson. Off target with the 3. And here's Denver. 2-point game. And here's Thompson for 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 7. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Donaldson, covered by Jokic. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Dallas leads by 1.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
That one drops for him.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Here's Blackman. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Jokic. Oh, the block shot. Grabs it out of the air. Here's Nowitzki. Second chance shot. And it's Doncic missing. So it's Denver now. They trail by 1. Lever passes to Anthony. Doncic with a block.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Doncic passes to Blackman. Here's Aguirre. Here's Blackman, defended by Thompson. Pass to Aguirre. Clock at 6. Good D by Jokic. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Driving to the basket. English, that's good. English has got his first basket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Nowitzki. No good on the 3. And here's Denver. Lever passes to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Pass to Aguirre. Now Doncic. The 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. Here's Lever. Banked it in off the glass. Lever's got 22. Here's Blackman. He's got 11. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Good on the shot. Lever's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Doncic passes to Nowitzki over Anthony. It's Thompson, high post. 7 points in the game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Aguirre. Off target from outside. The Nuggets lead by 6. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Lever. He's got 24. Pass to Jokic. Here's Blackman. Gets it off. Oh, at the buzzer!
Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And the game's still closely contested. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Denver, they've got Anthony. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Nowitzki. Donaldson. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Out to Anthony. Back to Jokic. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
And Doncic with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Lever, guarded by Doncic. Here's Anthony. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic outside to take the lead. The putback. Fires the three. Oh, Jokic with the block.
Oh, look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic passes to Nowitzki. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
And Anthony slams it in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here's Doncic outside. The Luka three. Money.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
Here's Lever, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Puts it up from 17. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. With the 7-footer, Anthony got it. Good job in the low post. And Denver leads by 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Tipped. And here's Doncic. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Down low. And stolen by Anthony. 3 on 3. Pass to Lever. Jokic with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And he's unable to get the second one.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
To take the lead. Oh, Jokic with the block. McGuire passes to Doncic. Here's Doncic. Here's Nowitzki. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so Thompson will bring it up for Denver. They lead by 1. Lever can't get it to go. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Blackman. Kicks it to Doncic. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Blackman. Anthony grabs the board. Stolen. McGuire passes to Nowitzki. Cash. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And here are the Mavericks now. McGuire passes to Nowitzki. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Anthony. And he sinks it.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Nowitzki. For the win! Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
What a finish. It takes nerves of steel to knock down a shot like that.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment.